Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! This has been an honor for me to create these videos for you guys. I don't know if you realize it or not, but this is the most fun that I have ever had in my entire life. And if I can speak to you from my heart to yours, thank you so much for making this YouTube channel on Descendants of Zombies the most popular Descendants of Zombies themed YouTube channel on the internet. Across this platform, we have people uploading Descendants of Zombies videos literally every hour, probably every 15 minutes. But you guys have trusted in me so much to provide you with the greatest Descendants of Zombies videos that you won't find anywhere else on this channel. And it has been an honor and a privilege having been the voice of Descendants of Zombies for what feels like an eternity for each and every one of you. If there's one thing that I've wanted to convey, and my messages on YouTube, is that anything is possible. And I've never ever wanted to take it away from anyone who ever believed in me or believed in the message of Descendants of Zombies, which is to never quit on what you believe in, and more importantly, never quit on yourself. I know what it's like to endure a lot of bullying. I went to high school and I was bullied right up on through every grade level that I had the privilege of attending, but I never let it hold me back. And the best piece of advice that I can give anybody who may be suffering from this, who may be finding these videos, who may be finding in time and watching these videos, is just be yourself. If your friends don't accept you for who you are, I want you to know that on this YouTube channel, you are accepted for who you are, what you believe in, what your interests are. If you love Descendants of Zombies, you can come here and you can just be yourself. You can have a whole lot of fun. That's why I wanted to create this YouTube channel. I can't even tell you how many times I was pushed into lockers, I was called stupid names, I was tripped up in the hallways. It was a constant struggle for me. But I knew that I had each and every one of you for 25 years of my life, for the better part of that, as a podcaster. I started a podcast out of my mom's basement. My mom's basement wasn't very big. I wasn't someone who was taking the regular daily commute on the subway, running home from work and jumping on his podcast, telling you about his day. A lot of people ask me, how do I make really great Descendants of Zombies videos? It's just a real simple formula. All you have to do is speak from your heart. Tell people how you feel and how you really feel. What I mean by that is you just tell people how you feel from your heart, and you don't make up a bunch of nonsense that really makes no sense to anybody. Because I know there are a lot of people out there who upload these Descendants of Zombies videos who really make no sense, and you guys deserve better. I have seen so many people critique this time and time again and try to make you believe something that is really just a bunch of nonsense. What they're doing is they're trying to affect the algorithm by filling their YouTube channel up with bots, which are basically fake subscribers. So the YouTube algorithm will recognize that and push the video further out into the algorithm, which is basically all of you guys, and get you to hit their subscribe button. I would love for you to hit the subscribe button of this YouTube channel because I believe in you just as much as what you believed in me for the better part of 25 years. I'm the biggest Ruby Rose Turner fan in the world. For those of you who are new here, I don't know how I'm going to live without Ruby Rose Turner not being a part of Descendants 5. I think that she could have been a part of Descendants 5. I will forever present the argument that Ruby Rose Turner could have been a part of Descendants 5. It's going to be really hard for me to even put into words or even watch Descendants 5 without her because of her message of kindness. If anything, she inspired me to be a better person. Let me rephrase that. All of you, along with Ruby, inspired me to be a better person. I grew up with very few friends, but I always believed that you didn't need a whole lot of friends to make it through life. All you needed were 2 or 3 good friends. And I had this really good friend. His name was Craig. And one day we were having a conversation. I don't know if we might have been playing PlayStation 2 at the time. And he looked at me and he said, all you have to do is live your life for how you want to live and be perceived for the way you want to be perceived. And he taught me the value of life, and he taught me the meaning of acceptance. And ever since then, I've just been a really silly, really funny, really down-to-earth guy. Now, while a lot of girls didn't accept me for being a really funny, really silly, really down-to-earth guy, I felt a lot happier being a more content guy with myself and how I wanted to perceive myself. To this day, I didn't even have a girlfriend. I've had a lot of crushes on a lot of people that have left me over the years. I've been in a lot of relationships. But I've never really had someone who has really stayed with me for what feels like forever. So I know what the people who may be watching this may be going through, maybe what they're feeling, because sometimes life is a constant struggle and we really can't make sense of it. So I just want you to know that you're not alone, and you do have support, and you can find it here on this YouTube channel. I know Ryan McCartan over there on the stage door on YouTube was offering you guys relationship advice for what felt like forever. And to be honest with you guys, it really got on my nerves how he would do that to you, because you didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve to hear that from a guy who was just pretty much treating Dove Cameron like she was unappreciated and made her feel underappreciated for what she was really worth. Let me just say this. I have a lot of respect for Dove Cameron. I've had a never-ending love and support for Kylie Cantrall and Ruby Rose Turner. Kylie Cantrall was also the victim of a lot of abuse in her relationship. Just last year, she got out of a very abusive relationship. I want people like Kylie Cantrall and Dove Cameron to know that I created this YouTube channel not to offer relationship advice, because I have no business doing it, but it really breaks my heart when I see these stars who I've loved so much for what feels like an eternity, seeing them treated the way that they are, the people that they are in the relationships with who have remained nameless. In Dove Cameron's case, Ryan McCartan, Thomas Doherty. I don't know how they've gotten away with treating her as bad as what they did. So I'm really appreciative of Dove Cameron coming up with this new compilation, the second part to Alchemical, where she's really open and honest with her fans and really open and honest with herself. And she's even more open and honest in these podcast interviews she's done for Z100 and Kiss FM. All over the internet, all over YouTube. The entire platform is full of Dove Cameron footage. I'm going to be showing you a Dove Cameron segment she did a while back where she was actually offering relationship advice. I am in no position to offer you guys any relationship advice, but let me just say this. If you want to hear somebody talk about how forever exists, how fairy tales are real, and how you can find somebody that you can confide in, trust in, and be with for the rest of your life, then you will hear that from me. Because I don't ever want to encourage a child's hopes and dreams. I don't ever want to bring somebody down. I don't ever want to criticize somebody for no particular reason. And if I'm going to offer criticism on this YouTube channel, you won't get it from me. You'll get what's called constructive criticism, which means that you're talking about something in the way of criticizing it, but criticizing it for the better. Let me just say this. I am a really big fan of Descendants and Zombies. My favorite Descendants movie of all time had to have been hands down Descendants 2. I thought the locations they shot the scenes for were incredible. The opening dance number in front of that castle for Ways to Be Wicked was absolutely phenomenal, and every scene in that movie was breathtaking. I thought that making it a musical, an action-adventure musical, was amazing after it was really sketched to be an action-adventure. There were so many things that were in the right place and really fell into my niche with Descendants 2. And I think a lot of us came away from Descendants 2 feeling ultimately more appreciated and more accomplished with watching this. I think we had a greater appreciation for what people like Dove Cameron, Sophia Carson put behind this thing. And in the death of Cameron Boyce, I think that a lot of us realized just how important and how significant he was to all of our lives, not just Disney as a whole, and how he lit up every room and every personality he ever had the chance to work with, bringing the best out of himself and everybody he worked with, but all of us. I think he was an incredible person, and I miss him dearly. I think that the tribute they gave him in The Rise of Red in 2024 from Uma, about how she believed that that was what Carlos would have wanted, opening up the Oradon Prep to other fairy tale characters and aspects of fairy tale culture, was a unique way of doing it, but I think that a 2-minute tribute for Carlos, the character portrayed by Cameron Boyce, was kind of lackluster. And let me just say this. If I was the director and producer of Descendants, The Rise of Red, you would have seen something more significantly done in the way of appreciation for that character, because he not only brought the best out of himself, but he also brought the best out of everybody he worked with. You can see that in a lot of the tributes that people like Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson were throwing up. I also want to put it out there that I will be doing a tribute video to commemorate his passing on July 6th on this YouTube channel, so if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, you're going to want to do that. I ultimately became very popular on YouTube for my Cameron Boyce tribute videos, and I was reading down through the comments about 6 months ago, and I know everybody was saying that I was making really good Cameron Boyce videos, and they loved the videos. They haven't gone anywhere, to let you guys know. I will be doing more of these videos. You just have to give me time, because there are a lot of topics, and I've fallen into a lot of different niches. I know I have people subscribe to this YouTube channel who are fans of Tangled, the Phineas and Ferb reboot, and the Phineas and Ferb series in their entirety. I know I have fans of Liv and Maddie subscribe to this YouTube channel who are subscribed to this YouTube channel because they were a fan of that TV series, and I was too. I thought Liv and Maddie was a fantastic TV series. I thought it was a great way to introduce Dove Cameron to the Disney audience, although sometimes Dove Cameron felt very unappreciative of having the opportunity to be both characters, Liv and Maddie, on that TV series, because she was just getting over the death of her father, who committed suicide, which is really no reflection on Dove Cameron whatsoever. I think that Dove Cameron is an incredibly beautiful person, and just because her dad committed suicide in, I believe, 2011, that was 4 years before my dad had committed suicide and taken taken his own life. I don't think it's any reflection on who Dove Cameron is as a person, because that was his choice to do it. And obviously he didn't really have an appreciation for his family. He had 2 beautiful daughters, a beautiful wife who supported him. And he used to give Dove money to get out of the house so he could inflict punishment to himself, which I think was completely unnecessary, keeping everything away from Dove, whom he believed didn't understand a whole lot at the time. She was really young, and all she ever wanted to hear from her dad were the words, "I love you." I was kind of in the same category. That's all I ever wanted to hear from my dad. You know, my dad was kind of like Kratos from God of War. He'd be like, "Boy, stop watching pro wrestling. Boy, go out and get a real job." And it's only years later now, really, that everything that he told me was to better my existence in this life and to set examples for each and every one of you. My dad passed away in 2014, but I know somewhere out there tonight he's watching this podcast. He feels very appreciative of the messages that I'm trying to convey on this podcast. And at the end of the day, every single time that sun sets on the horizon, I know my dad was my biggest fan. And I know you guys are my biggest fans and supporters, because the Descendants and Zombies fans out there are some of the most supportive fans in the entire world. Let me just say this. I have seen Kylie Cantrall be victimized by a lot of critics. And it's criticism that is completely unnecessary, has made no sense to me whatsoever, just because she isn't a Trump supporter. I mean, there are 50-50 supporters for Donald Trump. There are people who will forever support Donald Trump, think he's the greatest guy in the world, and there are people out there on the other 50% side of the spectrum who think he's not so great. And I concur with both sides, and I don't want to start an argument or anything, but I think that Kylie Cantrall's opinion about Donald Trump should definitely be left out of the conversation, just as any opinion that someone like a Ruby Rose Turner may have about Donald Trump, because that is no reflection on who they are. Just because you have an opinion that's different from somebody else's does not make you a better person. And I think that because of women's rights, she has an opinion that I think everybody should take into consideration. I think for sure that Kylie Cantrall is the Hannah Montana of the new generation, and inevitably somebody that we can learn from. I think Kylie is an incredible person. I would love the opportunity to meet and work with Kylie Cantrall. I look forward to her performances in the 43 arenas they have scheduled all across America, kicking off in San Diego, I believe, in July. Really excited to see where we go from here. I'm also really excited to see how the 2 franchises are going to come together and have these mashups on stage. And if we'll see an expansion for this franchise too. I think there are endless amounts of opportunities to create with Descendants and Zombies, and you really can't go wrong with it. I love the messages of acceptance. I love the messages of appreciation. I love the messages of how we should be encouraged to stand up for what we believe in and against our bullies, because as I just said here on this show, I don't think there ever was a day of my elementary or high school experience where I wasn't bullied. And I know there are people out there watching these videos who find these videos because they want to feel encouraged about, what they aspire to be out of life. I have never really cared what your dream is. If it's to join the cheerleading squad, if it's to be a part of the football team, if it's to be a professional wrestler on the wrestling team of high school, go for it. Why should you let somebody hold yourself back from being what you want to aspire to be in life? You could be the person who sets the example for someone who wants to start up their own YouTube channel. I put $4,200 behind this YouTube channel this year. Do I regret having invested $4,200 in this YouTube channel? No, I don't. Because I know that somewhere out there tonight, there is someone watching this podcast who feels inspired by the messages that I've desperately tried to convey on this YouTube channel. When I had to go away for about 6 months, I thought to myself, I had recorded my final podcast after this YouTube channel received a lot of criticism, but I know that the fans never quit on me. I can remember a time when this YouTube channel had 6 subscribers. But I knew in the depths of my soul that the Descendants and Zombies fans were the most supportive fans in the entire universe. I'll do you one better, the entire galaxy. And I knew you guys were never ever going to quit on me. I know there is somebody who found this video tonight on your walk through the woods or driving your side-by-side through the woods, and you've seen all these YouTube channels devoting their content to Descendants and Zombies, and I can assure you that the reason why they're devoting all their time to Descendants and Zombies is just to capitalize on the opportunity Descendants and Zombies has presented them with. I'm not doing that. I'm a very different kind of YouTuber who connects with his audience, and what I mean by connect with his audience, I want to fall into my niche, and if I'm going to fall into a niche, there is no better way to fall into a niche than by introducing yourself to your audience, by telling them stories about relation to Descendants, about how he was a theater kid, how he lived across the road from a vampire, how he was afraid of zombies, how he always wanted to be a vampire slayer. I tell you these stories because I want to make you laugh. My ultimate goal with every podcast that I throw up here on this YouTube channel is to make milk come out of your noses. And if a YouTube creator can't make milk come out of your nose, then his purpose has pretty much been defeated. I mean, how many times do you see Descendants and Zombies videos that really make no sense? I didn't want to create that for you. I wanted to create something compelling. I wanted to create something that would interest you. I wanted to create something that you were going to have a whole lot of fun watching. And I like to believe that I did it. I may not have the best YouTube channel in the world, but I've got one of the best Descendants and Zombies YouTube channels out there. Not because I upload videos, it's because you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button, and you are my greatest fans. And some of my greatest fans are my haters out there too, who are not afraid to leave comments in the comment section of the video. But I know that the number of fans that I have out there who love this channel and love me outnumber those haters. It's been said that your haters are some of your greatest fans. I firmly concur with that, but I want to create something that you're just going to love and that you're just going to believe in, and more importantly, something that you're going to trust in. A YouTube channel that you know every single day there's going to be a video from. I don't know what time they'll be uploaded throughout the day. There's no particular schedule that I go by, but I try to create videos that will keep you coming back because I believe in you just as much as what you believed in me. And that's the relationship that a YouTube creator is supposed to have with his niche, supposed to have with his audience, along with an understanding for what his audience loves, what his audience appreciates. And obviously for me, it's been being the voice of Descendants and Zombies. I would love to be the host of this tour. I would love to introduce characters such as Kylie, Cantrall as Red and Ruby Rose Turner as Bridget for you on this tour, because I know that you've got your tickets, you're really excited about it, and you have every reason to be proud you've got a ticket. You have every reason to be excited, and I don't want to take that away from you. There are people out there who are going to do that. They're going to do that time and time again because they don't appreciate Dove Cameron. They don't appreciate Ruby Rose Turner and everything she gave for Descendants, even though her time was very short-lived with it. I don't want to take that away from you. What I want to do for you is to give you something that you're really going to like, that you're going to tell your friends about. You're probably going to share the videos. By the way, hit the share button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because I know there are people out there watching this video who have never subscribed to this YouTube channel, who are probably just going to go to someone else's YouTube channel. But I would prefer that you stay here because you come to a fork in the road every night when you're watching YouTube videos about Descendants and Zombies, and this is how it goes. The right path will take you down a path of obscurity where the videos make no sense, and the left path will lead you to this YouTube channel where you can stay, where you can feel appreciated, and you can feel like as if loving your Descendants characters is the best thing to do in the world, the best decision that you could ever make. Let me just tell you something. The best decision you could ever make as the watcher of this video is to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because trust in me, and I will never ever let you down. You know, Winnie the Pooh appropriately said in one of his famous quotes years ago, you can't always stay in your corner of the forest and expect someone to come find you. You sometimes have to go to theirs. And that's pretty much what I'm doing to you. I'm coming to you with these videos with a message of positivity, with a message of strength, to ultimately encourage you to be a stronger person than what you probably are, to believe in yourself more than what you probably have believed in yourself because of criticism that you are faced with every single day of your life. Even though I'm not there with you every single day of your life, I want you to know that I am by your side, and I support in whatever your beliefs are. I support you in whatever your dreams are, and I have never ever wanted to take that away from you. Life is indeed sweeter when we all are. And that is the most powerful message from any spin-off of Descendants or any Descendants franchise, no matter retro or present, in the present day. That is the most powerful message that I think has ever been conveyed in a Descendants song in the way of lyrics or in a script. Because there are people out there who want to see kindness, who want to have kindness in their life, and they never ever get it. You know, I was someone who never ever got enough kindness in my life. I never could get enough of it, but it never stopped me from spreading my own version of kindness, from supporting others when I knew they needed to be supported, because I treated everybody the way I wanted to be treated. And more times than enough, I never got that kind of treatment because I knew what it was like to feel that way. And I never ever wanted anybody to have to feel that way. I know there are people out there who are feeling really discouraged, really down on themselves, but the cool thing about this YouTube channel is everybody on this YouTube channel is your friend. Everybody on this YouTube channel believes in you just as much as what you believe in, whatever your dream is. And like I said here earlier, I really don't care what that dream is because it is possible. And there are so many people who are going to try to take that away from you. I mean, for example, How many times do you walk past somebody on the street or in school and you say hi to them, they don't even respond to you or they don't even acknowledge you? It happens every single day, and I really hate that. I don't know how many times I walk past somebody in the mall or on the street and I say hi to them and they don't even acknowledge me. But that doesn't really get me down. As depressed as I could want to feel from that, I just go on about my day. And I try to just keep spreading my message of kindness. When I moved into this house, the thing that I wanted to do on this podcast was convey a message of kindness to illustrate for each and every one of you, for every single person who may not have believed it, that there is never enough kindness in this world, and what it comes down to is each and every one of us spreading that same amount of kindness that we have wanted for what feels like forever. And ultimately, that's what I like to believe that I have achieved for each and every one of you. I like to believe that this YouTube channel is going to become one of your favorites. It's going to be a YouTube channel that you know you're going to find videos on about Descendants and Zombies. Because I'll be honest with each and every one of you, I'm really excited about Descendants and Zombies. I'm really excited about Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires in July. One of the biggest reasons is because vampires will be seeing their introduction into the franchise for what's going to be the very first time. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to see where we go from here with the mix-up between Addison and Nova and Zed, and how Nova is going to present some kind of confliction trying to take Zed away from Addison, and she's probably going to succeed in that. But the cool thing about this script is we're going to see and we're going to hear a whole lot of different things that we have never heard before in a Disney Channel original movie, like the words "I love you," which I'm really excited about. Meg Donnelly thought it would be really cool if they said it. I concur with that. I'm kind of really feeling depressed that I'm not Addison's love interest in the movie, or I'm not going to be a vampire slayer, but maybe if you hit the subscribe button 100 times, I don't know, maybe I'll get the opportunity to do it. If you hit the subscribe button 100 times for my Descendants videos, maybe I'll get the opportunity to move all this stuff into the White House, and I'll get to address the nation every night after 8 p.m. on YouTube, and Kylie Cantrall will finally have a president that she can be proud of. Because in no way, shape, nor form should we be criticizing someone like Kylie Cantrall, who still has a long way to go. If Kylie Cantrall wanted moral support, she can get it in me. If any of the Descendants cast members like Ruby Rose Turner wanted moral support, they will find it in me. Because I never ever quit on Ruby Rose Turner, and I love to believe that Ruby Rose Turner didn't quit on podcasts like this. You know, Meg Donnelly said in a lot of her podcast interviews to the podcasters conducting the interviews, she'd ask the question, she'd pose it to them on the microphone, how did you get into podcasting? I would love for Meg Donnelly to sit here and ask me that on this podcast, because I had a long road. And there were many nights that I would lie awake wherever I was in the world, no matter what assignment I was sent on. I would think to myself, you know, is my show really that good? There were often times that I would doubt myself. You know, I thought my show was shit. And there were people watching my show who thought my show was shit. So it worked both ways. But each and every one of you pulled me from what I believe out of obscurity. And you brought me back. I don't know if it was because you wanted a hero. I don't know if it was because you wanted somebody to support Descendants and Zombies in the way that you have for the better part of the last 10 years. Because the reality of this is, Descendants and Zombies has left a forever imprint on all of our hearts. Let me just say this again. A forever imprint on all of our hearts that we are never ever going to forget. No matter if you felt yourself living vicariously through the character Mel, the character Bridget, the character Red, whoever you felt inspired by from Descendants, you had a reason for being inspired by them. You had a reason for watching over 781 million hours of stream time on Disney Plus for whatever Descendants movie, for whatever part of the franchise, from whatever era you can remember being a part of. You dressed up as Halloween as your favorite Descendants characters, you bought the dolls, you bought all the merch, and you did it because you loved it. Not because you were criticized, because Descendants fans received their fair share of criticism. Just a couple of weeks ago, the music videos for Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires, Don't Mess With Us, and This Is the Place to Be were victims of criticism. And I jumped on here and I said, you know, what is going on? Holy shit. And then I got over 1,000 views on my videos because I was one of the only guys out there that were finding good things to say and hear about Descendants and Zombies. And you guys appreciated me for that. I was the only guy to ever say anything good about the live-action Snow White. Everybody just jumped down the throats of the writers and producers of that one too and criticized Rachel Zegler. I do it because I know how much you appreciate it. And I like to believe that you love me, you think a really sweet guy is hosting this show, and you're going to hit the subscribe button because of it. I can only trust in that. I don't know if you're going to do it. I can only trust in that. Because believe you me, happily ever after does exist, fairy tales do exist, and every single night of this podcast I'll be here to reassure you of that. And that's a promise I can make between me and all of you. As the sun gets ready to set, It's a beautiful evening. The location that I'm shooting this show from, I shoot on an island here in Newfoundland. It is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I would love for the Descendants cast to come here instead of British Columbia and shoot Descendants 6. Because there are a lot of locations they can shoot scenes in. I would take them to. I would take myself up the opportunity to write and produce this for you. And I think you need a producer like me, and I'll get into that tomorrow night. Because I really want to bring this franchise to life in a way that nobody else ever could. I was a theater kid for years, and the best piece of advice that I could ever give anybody was just go out there and be yourself. If the audience loves you, they're going to let you know about it. If the audience doesn't so much appreciate you and love you, they're also going to let you know about it. And a lot of people who went out there and didn't take my advice had a shitty performance, and it didn't really work out the way they wanted to and had their ass kicked. I know that this franchise means so much to each and every one of you. I know there are people out there always criticizing it, and I don't want to do that for you. If anything, I'm going to give you constructive criticism that you're going to go away from this show feeling really appreciative of and falling in love with, because I need you guys to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I can upload 100 videos about Descendants and Zombies, but if you guys don't subscribe to this YouTube channel, then I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where I'd be without each and every one of you, because when everybody left me in my life, you guys were all I had left. You were all I were left with. And you showed me so much support that it blows my mind every single time. Every single time I check the subscriber count of this YouTube channel, I know that the Descendants and Zombies fans aren't going anywhere. They're going to live eternally in my heart, and they are the strongest force in the world. And I know that. I don't have to second guess that, because I know that. I know there's somebody out there watching this video who believes everything I say. I know there's somebody out there who's watching this video right now that's inspired by this, who wants to go spread their own form of kindness, so why not? Why stop somebody from showing their own amount of kindness? Because there's never enough kindness in this world, and I think the more kindness that we make an effort to spread, we're going to make a significant impact. We're going to leave an imprint on somebody's heart who needs it. There's somebody sitting behind you on the school bus, behind you in a class every day, who never ever hears the words, "I love you," so why not give it to them? You know, just tap them on the shoulder and say, "Hey, I didn't tell you I loved you in a long time. I just wanted to, let you hear those words." And mean it when you say it. Because the imprint that you will leave on their heart and the impact you will make on their life, trust me, that guy or that girl will go home thinking about it all night. She'll love you for it. And in the end, she'll be your best friend. Believe you me. I know from experience. So what do you say we watch this video about Dove Cameron? I think Cameron Boyce, one of our all-time favorites, is in this video too. I think this was around the time they were promoting Descendants 2. Boy, Dove Cameron sure did have a connection with her fans. I think that no other Descendants star ever did. And ultimately, I know this franchise is what made Dove Cameron into the superstar, the megastar that she is. But I found it really cool that Cameron Boyce was actually featured in this video prior to his passing. And then, of course, everything went all emotional with his death and everything. But I thought I would show you a video with both Dove and Cameron featured in it, because they were so close, just as he was with Sophia Carson. But I think he was closer with Dove. He lit up every set that he ever had the opportunity to be on, every person he had the opportunity to work with. He lit a fire in their soul. And I'll never forget Cameron Boyce for that. So what do you say we watch this video together? And while we do, how about hitting my subscribe button?
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Shalisa, and today I have Thomas, Dove, and Cameron.
Word.
And
Shalisa girl.
Shalisa girl. And we are going to do a challenge. Well, if you want to.
No,
Yes,
I
I love it.
like,
She didn't even tell us what the challenge is, and we're all like,
yeah.
no idea what's happening.
You
We're all
see
like,
a
all
bell,
right, let's
you're
go.
I'm ready.
Well, as you might know, Descendants is back, and Descendants 2 will premiere on the 28th of October in the Netherlands on Disney Channel. Descendants 2 gaat 28 oktober in première op Disney Channel, dus don't forget to watch. Shall I explain the challenge?
That would be good.
Maybe?
We can also
That's
just-
an idea. So I have the challenge, and I heard you've been practicing Dutch yesterday. Well,
Yes.
the both of you.
I wasn't here yesterday.
Okay.
This is not
We were
fair.
practicing. She was practicing on the plane.
Yesterday was talking then. But how about singing?
I'm ready.
Clear away, boys.
Yeah, honestly. Go ahead.
I translated 3 songs of the Descendants album in Dutch.
Oh no.
Yes, I did.
Oh, yes, I did. I was up
so-
all night.
So I'm gonna sing it for you, and then you have to guess which song it is.
Okay.
Who guesses first gets a point, and ring the bell,
Oh, I
of
like
course.
this game.
Okay. Are you singing first?
Yes, I'm gonna sing for
Yes.
you.
I like this game.
After that, I would love if you would like to sing along with me. In Dutch.
In Dutch.
We shall
In
see.
Dutch.
Okay, okay.
Excitement over here. You ready?
I'm actually so stressed
Okay.
out. So stressed out.
3, 2, 1. Ik verstoor je feestje, want je
Whoa! I want to hear more.
Ways to be wicked.
He's the biggest Descendants fan. I love when we were both just like,
Yes. And it's
whatever.
your part, right, dog?
And it's so
only in
far.
Dutch.
In the party, casual as my invitation.
that's why he knew it.
Yes.
The voice in my head.
Okay, do you want to sing it with me?
Yeah, can I'll do
What
that.
is the lyrics?
Say it again.
Ik verstoor je feestje,
Kies voor je feestje.
want je bent me
Want
vast
je bent
vergeten.
Want
want
je
je
bent
vast
me vast- what is it?
Want je bent me vast vergeten.
Vegetation.
Vegetation.
Crashing the
Okay.
party because they lost my
Vegetation. Okay, what is
Okay.
it again? One more time.
You want to sing with me?
Yeah.
1, 2,
What's the first word?
ik verstoor.
Yeah, not for me.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Yep, I totally got it.
Ah, done.
I win.
Easy.
I win!
You were the first one, right?
Yeah, I was.
So this point goes to Thomas.
It's just a game.
Whatever.
Alright.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal. Are you ready for the next one already?
Yeah, we are.
Always.
We're ready.
I'm
We're ready
totally
to.
ready.
Yes.
Why do I feel like
Okay.
if you win, I win? I'm like, as long as
Yeah.
one of us wins and it's not him.
I'm ready.
You know that.
Because I didn't see it. Want we zijn stoer. Want we... Yeah, go.
Yeah, we
Space
want to
Between-
be bold.
Oh,
guys.
she was gonna say Space Between.
Ooh, that was bad.
Yes, we got it.
It's worse when you
point
get it
goes to
wrong.
Dom.
Yeah. And then you make up for it.
On fire, girl.
Yeah, on fire, girl.
On
You already
fire,
got the first
girl.
one. She goes, on fire, girl.
Yeah, she's on PR
Dang.
person as well, apparently.
Yes.
Okay,
you
how
want to
do
sing it with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's want wij zijn stoer,
Cool.
want we zijn sterk
Okay.
en we zijn vrij.
Amazing.
It's a lot of I's and
Want
J's.
we zijn sterk, want we zijn wie.
Vrij. Almost there.
Oh man.
Okay, ready?
That's hard.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Want we zijn storm, want we zijn sterk, want we zijn vrij. Ah, okay, good.
You were better than I thought you were gonna be.
Yeah, that one was good.
1 point for Dove, and that means this is the last round.
Okay.
So that means
We're either going to tie
winner-
or one of us is going to be a victor.
yes. So
They're just hogging the bell. They're just completely hogging it. It's fine.
Let
No, it's cool.
guys,
It's cool.
I haven't mentioned this yet, so I'm just gonna make it more exciting.
Ooh.
The winner gets a present.
What?
What? Yes. So you better win, right?
Is it hearing?
All right. I can't.
Oh yeah.
I'm terrified.
No!
Didn't you like it?
Oh, I loved it.
Okay.
Just win the point.
Ready?
Yeah.
Final song. Who ain't it?
What's my name?
Oh my God!
What?
Yes!
Why are you guys cheating, though? Why are you cheating?
Just got an ear for the music.
No,
Not
no.
Not a big deal. Thank you, Lord.
Oh, thank you.
It was What's My Name.
Wait.
Yes.
I wish that I would win one of these dang games.
Well, now it's not going to come true.
Yeah,
You said
'cause
it
you
out
just told
loud.
it. We all know what you
So
want.
obviously you're out of the game.
All right.
Yes,
I'm just gonna
Thomas.
go.
And you
Okay.
as well, 'cause I won. So.
You want to sing it with me for the last time?
Can I see it?
You can see it, yes.
And there was no-
How do you say all of that?
Hoe heet ik?
Hoe
Hoe heet ik?
Hoe heet ik?
Hoe heet ik? Leider.
Schreeuw.
Schreeuw.
Ja.
Het
luider.
Hoe
Oh, I'm going to cry.
heet
It's who, I think.
Hoe heet
Oh,
ik?
hey.
Hoe heet ik? Hoe heet ik?
Uma.
Schreeuw.
Schreeuw
Luider.
louder.
Schreeuw. Je kan niet net schreeuw. Schreeuw.
louder.
A very difficult Dutch pronunciation. And then, hoe heet ik? Hoe heet ik?
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Voel.
Full.
Voel.
Full.
De power.
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 I know how to
Yes.
say that.
That's it.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hoe heet ik? Hoe heet ik?
Uma.
Schreeuwen luider.
Hoe heet ik? Hoe heet ik?
Power. Yes! Okay.
You're just being kind.
I mean, Thomas cheated, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas fully cheated.
Yeah,
so.
Thomas was,
Thomas fully cheated.
totally
Well,
knew
he
it.
won, so the present goes to you. One sec.
Oh, more ribbons.
More ribbons,
More
yes.
ribbons.
More ribbons in our colors. Orange, blue,
Ooh.
and
Oh,
white. It is called drop.
Drop.
Can't win.
Drop.
Drop.
Yes.
What
What is
is
it?
it? What is
I like the clogs.
I don't know if you even have it.
clogs.
So
Well, I'm
I don't
gonna
know
eat it.
Yes, of
Thank
course.
you so
And
much.
this is
I'm also gonna eat it. They don't know.
everyone thinks we wear it in Holland, but we actually don't. Except on the farm.
Oh.
Those
But
are my
I'm not on
size.
the farm.
Cameron or Chloe could wear them. They're some size for the food.
Wait, let me see.
We already made this.
Oh, amazing. Oh, thank you
Yeah,
so
You're
much.
welcome.
Oh, thank you. Victor.
Thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
It's
Yeah.
fun. It's
Alright.
fun. I'm gonna.
Thank you guys for doing the challenge with me.
Thank you.
Poetic.
Poetic.
Poetic. Emma.
And you guys, don't forget to watch Descendants 2 on the 28th of October on Disney Channel. Descendants gaat 28 oktober in première op Disney Channel.
Disney Channel.
Yay.
Yay.
Don't forget to watch and just like that, yes.
Yo, I can't. I can't.
Thanks guys.
Thank you.
Wow.
I cannot.
Oftentimes, you will hear me criticizing the guys who are a part of the Disney Channel original series, such as Jesse and Bunked and Sweet Love Zach and Cody and Hannah Montana. But Cameron Boyce is somebody who I can never say enough good things about because I know how much he is appreciated by each and every one of you. Let me just say this. I miss Cameron Boyce dearly, and I can only wish that I could be half the person that he was in this world. His impact was a very significant impact with no doubt in my mind. And he's going to be missed eternally. I can only hope that I'm missed just as much as what Cameron Boyce is after my time on this earth is done. I can only hope that I will forever make an impact on all of your lives and leave a forever imprint on all of your hearts. But that can only happen if you hit the subscribe button, if you hit the like button, if you comment on my videos, if you share the videos. It comes down to the niche that I've fallen into, and every single night that I have the privilege and the honor of sitting behind this podcast microphone, I want you to all take away from this show is that anything is possible, and I wouldn't have it any other way. If there was one niche specifically that I could have fallen into over and over again, it will be this one. It has been an honor and a privilege being here with each and every one of you, and I've got a lot of things special planned for this YouTube channel, no matter if you're a fan of Descendants, Zombies, Phineas and Ferb, Tangled. It's all coming at you on this YouTube channel, and you're going to really like what happens here. Trust in me, and I will never let you down. So what do you say we take this opportunity to go spread some kindness right now to somebody who needs it, because I can guarantee you there is someone just waiting for you to text them, DM them on your phone, pick up the phone and actually call them. Maybe some of you have dial pad phones, I don't know. Some of you probably can't afford the new iPhone because it's really expensive, but if you got an iPhone, IM them, DM them, call them. Let them know that there is a bit of happiness that does exist in this world, and it's coming from you, because I can assure you with 100% certainty there is somebody out there just waiting for that little bit of kindness that they haven't seen today, and they want to get it and hear it from you. The words I love you are never said enough, so what do you say we take this opportunity to go spread some kindness right now? Having said that, bye YouTube, and we will do it again tomorrow night.